What's up, everybody? This is Danny Arujo from Get Fit with Danny A. And today I have a client that's a friend of mine, Amit Mehta. He's here today, and I'm going to ask him a couple of questions about his experience working with me and his success. Amit, thank you for coming online today and speaking to me.
Happy to be here.
So tell me, who are you and what do you do?
I'm a 48-year-old man. I direct commercials for a living. I'm a filmmaker.
Pretty cool.
I'm a
So
Leo.
you're what?
Leo, I don't know.
You are a Leo. Happy belated birthday. So what were some of your frustrations and problems that you were having with your diet and fitness before you and I started working together?
And I was a mess. First of all, I had no sense of food in and food out. I love to eat. So I would eat a lot and a lot of unhealthy stuff. I really had no program to follow. I liked a lot of junk food. I ate irregular hours, irregularly at different times. I never believed that I could sustain any sort of diet. Even the word diet would kind of be like, overwhelming or intimidating, right? Because it's like, I could maybe do something for a month or two, but I knew I was going to fall off. Also, my work involves a lot of travel. And again, hours are not the usual hours. So it's very easy to kind of just eat whatever is available, which is not always the best thing. And then workout wise, I walk on crutches. I was born with spina bifida. So part of it is my own assumptions before I met you that, I can't do this, I can't do that. The idea of just going to a gym and pumping iron, I never saw myself as somebody who could do that. And aerobic stuff was limited to me to exercise bike and all that pretty much experienced before. So, and some aqua aerobics. So just in general, from exercising and diet, I just didn't really have a path. And I didn't really believe that if there was one, even that I would have the willpower to follow it long term.
Got it. As you know, there's a lot of like health and fitness coaches out there. What made you pick me?
It's funny. I was looking online and I came across your name and FCLA and fitness club, and there was a review on Yelp, a really lengthy review from one of your clients who really spoke to his journey with you and how.
That was Don.
Don, yeah, his name was Don. And I met him subsequently when we worked together in the gym, but he had talked about all the sort of ups and downs and how you led him there. And that really struck a chord with me. And then, of course, again, because I think physically speaking, I have special needs, that I can't just walk into Equinox or whatever gym and say, hey, I just didn't feel comfortable, just putting my training or health and fitness in the hands of anyone. I was used to dealing with medical professionals for physical therapy and such. So I was pretty picky about that. And then we had our first meeting, and just your openness, because I think also a lot of times trainers might be hesitant to take on a client like me, either because they don't know how to approach me, or they're worried that, what if this dude gets hurt? I don't want this liability responsibility, whatever it is. You expressed an immediate openness. And when we met, you didn't make false promises. You didn't say, hey, we're going to do this. You just said, look, this is how I work and let's try it. And I think we can come up with something for you. And admittedly, I left skeptical, not because I was skeptical of you, but just because, again, I didn't have that belief that I could have a path with a trainer and doing the sort of regular workout stuff. So yeah, I think we kind of hit it off when we first met. And so I believed in that. I am a big believer in kind of how you connect with people, and so I felt this comfort level with you instantly, and that helped a lot.
That's amazing. What were one of the first problems and frustrations that you resolved by working with me?
Food. Food was like, I always thought, okay, if you just cut fat grams on a sustained pattern, you'll lose weight. And you can, and I've done that before, but that was like sort of deprivation, starvation mentality, right? Like just restrict what you're eating and then you're going to lose weight. But there was no sort of science or plan behind it. It was just it was sort of layman shit, if I can say shit here.
Yeah, of
Where
course.
like oh
Shit,
just eat.
shit, 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 shit.
There you go. So it's just like eat less calories. But I wasn't even counting calories. I remember I would count fat grams and such. But anyway, you kind of started talking to me about macros, and I think everyone, even when I speak to people today, close friends of mine who know I've lost all this weight, everyone kind of gets this look of like, all right, don't bore me with this stuff, or it just sounds fad like, or just a gimmick. But with you, it was just straight up, it was science, it was just about fat, carbs, and protein. And you gave me a roadmap, but you kind of eased me into it too, which was, I think, really smart in retrospect, because if you had just drastically given me, oh, this is what you have to do, I don't think I'm the kind of person. I might have tried it, but I would have given up easily. So you kind of led me down this way of a plan. And I think I'm somebody that needs structure to anything. If I can see the structure, then I have a better shot of getting it done. And so you gave me that template of how to approach eating.
Real quick, so
Yeah,
everyone
so
knows. How much weight did you lose?
so when all told about 50 pounds, yeah,
And how much cardio did you do?
pretty much zero.
That's right. Uh,
I mean, we never did cardio except for warming up on a bike for 5 minutes a couple of times, but yeah, we never did cardio.
how long into the program did it take you to realize and say to yourself, "Holy shit! Like this is actually working"?
It was a couple of months, because the scan thing, the scan was great because it again gave you sort of a way of tracking progress. And again, I was sort of that guy that thought, oh, you get on the scale when you go to the doctor's office, you stand on the scale, or you have a scale at home, or you feel like your clothes are tight or loose, like, and you start to realize when you get into it, like when I started to work with you, how those barometers are not really accurate. Like you've said many times, you can gain muscle and your weight could go up by 5 pounds or whatever, and you think you've gotten heavier, but it's for the right reason. So the scan was huge for that. And I think it was that scan I got, I would say probably a couple of months, or I don't know how long it was. It was pretty early on, and it was like, oh, I've lost 10 pounds. Or it was that first 10 pounds. It wasn't a lot, but it was a big way. It was a confidence booster of saying, okay, this is working. I can stay on it. Maybe if I gained 10 pounds, I might have quit, but it worked.
So, what was the biggest discovery that you experienced working with me that you can share with somebody who may be listening right now?
I think the biggest thing, and I said up top that I love to eat. I have a sweet tooth. Yes, I ate a lot of junk food. I don't eat as much junk food now, but by and large, I do not feel for a second that when I'm eating clean, as we call it, right? When I'm not eating,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
when I'm eating according to the plans that we've talked about, I don't feel deprived. I don't feel like I'm eating boring stuff. It's not, I remember early on in our working together, I said, you're not gonna get me to eat almonds and chicken breast with and this and that, and I don't need the Vin Diesel, Dwayne Johnson giant. I made some sort of
Yeah,
comment
yeah,
about
yeah, yeah. I remember.
that I'm not gonna do these things, and I never had to. I mean, I had a pizza last night. Now it's not a pizza from Domino's or some fancy or fancier place. Yeah, I make it at home, but I know what the numbers are. I know what kind of cheese, so when you have again that structure, you can eat a lot. I don't feel limited in terms of what I can eat, is what I'm trying to say.
You could basically eat whatever you want, whenever you want.
Whenever I want. Again, I'm not filling carb numbers with cookies, right? But there are cookies out there that I can eat. And if you had a cookie or two within the flow of a meal, it doesn't kill you. Like, it's okay. So I've learned how to sort of balance things out and eat clean while still having a great time eating. I look forward to my meals. My protein shake every morning is something that is a recipe I've perfected over these
The
years.
ritual, huh?
It's a ritual, and I'm as excited about that shake as I would be about eating a burger and fries. So I think that's the biggest takeaway for me, is that it's not boring to eat clean according to how I've learned to eat clean with you.
That's amazing. So how has your life changed by working with me? I understand that your perception of food and how you can still enjoy food and eat the food you want and still lose weight and still stay on track. But besides that, how has your life changed by working with me? Besides the 50 pounds of fat that you lost?
I mean, incredibly. First of all, as I mentioned, walking on crutches, having spinal bifida, I'm not the tallest guy. So having that extra weight was just not good for me. I had a physical, before we really got into this, you and I, into my heavy duty, sort of more when I really found my focus with you. Uh, I had like strange liver readings on my blood work because they kind of spoke to sort of non-alcoholic fatty liver, that kind of thing, where if you're eating too much processed food, I think my weight was at its all-time high, as we talked about. My health was just not great. And it was a lot of stress on my bones and my joints. And, for somebody who's already walking differently from your average person, it was a big sort of health risk that I was taking living that way. So it's not hyperbole to say that you changed my life, you saved my life, because who knows where I'd be today if I continued on that path. I might have not been able to walk. I remember I used to walk and I would just sweat and I'd be out of breath just walking like a little distance. That's not the case anymore. So I have more stamina in terms of my physical endurance. Obviously, the confidence that comes from being leaner and just, being able to wear clothes differently, just like going down a size or your waistline going down. Those things, not from any, I mean, yes, there's a certain amount of vanity to it, but just that sort of knowing that you're being healthy gives you a sort of confidence inside. And then when you do, I travel a lot. As I said, sometimes things don't go exactly according to plan, but then I don't freak out. I don't feel like I have to throw in the towel because I have a system to fall back on. And that's the beauty of it all. Like, let's say I went away for a month and I really just screwed up for a month and just ate garbage. I still have the confidence that when I get back home, I can jump back on. And knowing that I lost that much weight with you, like whatever I may gain from falling off temporarily, I know I can get rid of it because I have a system.
And because you follow that system, and when you get off the system, the weight doesn't come back on fast.
No, because it's sort of in the grand scheme of things, it's a smaller blip of bad behavior. Doing a lot of quotes today. I don't know what's wrong with me, but
No,
it's
it's
a
good.
smaller blip of bad behavior. It's almost like you flipped it, right? It used to be predominantly bad behavior with little bit, oh, I had a salad today. And this is that sort of misconception. Oh, I've been eating like garbage, but oh, I had a salad for lunch, so good on me. And that's not to knock people that are trying. I'm just saying now it's flipped where it's like eating clean, eating clean. Oh shit, I had a burger and fries and cake. Well, that's not going to damage me as much because I know in this sort of bigger graph of it, I'm eating much cleaner, more consistently.
So it's obvious to me, but I want everyone to hear your answer. Do you feel like this is something that you have ingrained in your bones, and it's something that's sustainable for the rest of your life, and that you have tools to manage your eating, to manage your life, that whether you go to a wedding or a party or to a restaurant or your home, that how to approach food and manage your meals, so you're always staying on track for the rest of your life?
Absolutely. I mean, I would hope that our association continues during that time. But if, for whatever reason, even if we didn't speak, you've given me those tools. I have those tools. They've evolved and I've customized them to my life as well, with your blessing. And as I said, going on the road, like I have a system now. I know that I'm ordering groceries and the hotel fridge is going to get emptied out and I'm going to get those groceries. Now I'm going to still enjoy food at restaurants when I'm on the road, but I have, again, that baseline, that foundational stuff that's part of the system. So I've already incorporated it into my life, and no matter what country or where I am, I know that I can do it. And, there've been times where you and I have not been able to train, every day the way we do, but we have that contact, that communication. So you've also given me the confidence that I can sort of autonomously run with things, even with the workouts, and I have somebody to check back to, but because it's so ingrained, I pretty much know what I'm doing for the most part.
I love it. And the accountability gives you a sense of security, knowing that you're going in the right direction.
Absolutely. And the more you do it, the more you succeed, the more you want to keep it going. So it just kind of sustains itself from that point.
So, if there's anyone on the fence who's watching this right now, what would you say to them so they can move forward in resolving this issue that they may be experiencing with their weight and their fitness right now, currently in their lives, and they want to do better for themselves?
I would say that A, it's never too late, and B, it's not as impossible as you think it is, but you do need somebody in your corner. And if I didn't have you in my corner guiding me in a true sort of coach kind of way, then I don't know that I could have done, I definitely couldn't have done all this. So, I mean, in terms of giving me a system and monitoring me and holding me accountable. And I also say just in the workouts, again, because of my physical condition, it's so important that, you know, form and your attention to form with workouts and your knowledge of that helped me a lot too. So having someone in your corner just to get you going, to give you a system, to give you a structure, I think that if I had not acted on that and sought your help, then again, I would be in a very different place right now, and not the best place, I would think.
That's amazing. One more question before you go. What's your favorite cheat meal?
Cool.
If you had to pick one last cheat meal, what would it be?
Oof, that's like there's so many, and that's, you know, as you know, I really
You're on death row. You have one meal. What is it?
God, it's probably it's a smash burger and crinkle cut fries. It's
I
that's
love it. I love it.
like a double with cheese, maybe a triple.
Listen, I really appreciate you. Thank you for coming here today and talking to me and doing this interview with me. I really value you. You inspire me. I really believe that if you can do it from where you came and your doubts, that anyone could do what you did if they apply the same strategy that you did within their guidelines and their lifestyle. So I just want to thank you for, you know, taking the time and talking to me today.
Well, thank you for everything you've done for me. And if anyone has any questions, feel free to send them to me. I'm happy to tell anyone what I've experienced and how they can benefit, because I believe in this. I'm living proof. I'm walking proof that it works. So,
All right, Amit. It's good to talk to you. I love you, and have a good day. Okay.
bye.